Hi class, so this is a quick little explanation on how to cite poetry. So let's turn to Canvas. So I did put this citing poetry PDF on here. I'm just going to quickly go through it. So some basic rules. You always want to introduce the author of the poem as well as the poem title in your analysis. And the titles of poems are always put in quotation marks, as you can see right here. So they're not italicized. That's only for book titles. So for all poetry, the titles of them, even the sonnets, are all put in quotation marks. You also, when you cite the poem, you want to cite the lines, right? So remember how we numbered all the lines? So you could quote, line 1, or if you're using several lines in a row, lines 1 through 4, or if you're using lines from different stanzas, you would just say line 4 and 10 or something. You also want to use what's called a dash to separate lines of a poem in your quotation. So let's say I was going to cite this first stanza. You'll see that every time it moves on to the next line, there's this little dash here. And that tells the reader that you're in the same stanza, but you're moving to a different line. Okay, and then at the end, you would obviously cite lines 1 through 4. So I gave you an example of how to number all the lines. And then I also included a little quick analysis of this poem where I did cite things properly and provided a little bit of analysis. So you could kind of see an example of how you could cite a poem. Okay. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, again, don't hesitate to ask. Okay.